Ayope, you guys need to come for one of these stores outside the UK. Everything must not be inside UK. You guys need to come for one of the events.
We're working on it.
We are actually working on it.
Amazing stuff. As we were saying this, PK, I just remembered again that we need to do something. We need to do something for like YouTube. And we have the Love Lasting Pod. So if you're not following Love Lasting Pod, make sure you start following Love Lasting Pod.
Yes.
Right. So so PK, we'll talk about that. Right. We need to have you and PM on
that'll be an honor.
On the Love Lasting Pod.
That'll be an honor.
It will be explosive.
Mm-hmm.
So what were we saying? So we're still talking about
Single people.
Yes, on singles, right? And just on that, right? So the key thing is, so there's that song that we always sing, but we actually forget to practice it. And the song is "Count Your Blessings, Name Them One by One." Right? So counting your blessings, right? It will surprise you what God has done. So for me, that is the next piece of advice, right? Actually sit down and count your blessings. And you guys might think that, I think some single people think that married folks don't have their own problems and don't have their own issues, right? So the married folks have their own problems and have their own issues. But in situations where there's pressure, in situations where one is feeling inadequate, situations where one is feeling like, God when, God why, count your blessings, right? So it's a piggyback off what you're talking about, right? So this one, you actually name them, right? You actually think about it and think about where God has brought you from. Think about all of the battles that you have fought. Think about, how far you have come. Trust me, at every given point in time where you feel like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be a millionaire now. Okay, you're not a millionaire, but okay, you're a thousandaire. Right?
30 billion by 30.
I don't have 30 billion, right? But you have 30 million. Do you understand? So there's always something to be grateful for if you actually sit down to count. All right. So sometimes counting means writing it down.
Yeah.
So you write it down. As you're writing it down, trust me, if you don't cry, then you've not gone deep enough. Because when you're writing it down, you actually think about, wow, I'm coming from, this is where God has taken me from. These are the things that I have been able to do, right, by myself, right, with the help of God and the help of people that God has put around me. So it's like, okay, I don't have a bay, or the bay that I have
is as if I don't have a bay. You don't speak it as people that have a bay, but it's as if they don't have a bay, because the bay is absent. The bay is away. The bay is away, and people like that are also in a very bad state in these times, right? They feel like, I might as well be single, because even though I'm married, right, I'm in an unhappy marriage. Even though I'm in a relationship, I'm in this unhappy relationship.
Oh man, and Ayo, you cannot over stress that. A lot of people that you are envying, what they have is totally, in fact, if they dash you what they have, you will reject it a billion times. They are suffering. They are lonelier than you. They are in tears. Again, it comes back to self-esteem. A lot of people are okay with having a bad relationship than having no relationship. They are okay with having a similitude of a relationship, than a real relationship. But what they have is just fake. It's nothing. It's just a sham. Some people are going to receive their own Valentine message on February 18th, and they are going to be okay with that fakeness. Some people are going to buy themselves gifts this Valentine, and post it like they received it from eBay, and they would rather stay with that faking than being really single. It's better to be real single than faking relationship.
Yes, you just hit the nail on the head. Like, you buy gifts for yourself, you now fake it.
You now post it.
And there's even people, right, that provide services that would help you fake it.
Yeah, you can have a faker man,
Yes.
You can get a fake man.
They borrow boo for the day.
It's true.
It's a service now. It's paid for service.
Wow.
It's a paid for service, so
Yeah.
it's crazy. All sorts of crazy things are happening. So what I was saying was gone.
I was going to, no, go ahead, baby.
Yeah, so I was going to say that. So you're thinking about these things. So now I don't have this relationship. What about your other relationships? What about the mentors in your life? Are you grateful for
those? What about the brothers and the sisters that you have? Your brethren, right? Your parents. These are people that you should show love to. These are people that you should receive love from as well, right? And be grateful that you have these people. Do you know how many people would actually pay? You know, they will pay millions, they'll pay everything they can to have community, to have friends. There's some people that don't have any friends. But there you are, you have your friends. You and your friends are chilling together. You and your friends can do so much together. You and your friends can still play together.
Right? So that's even just going into something else. But count those blessings and name them.
Yes. Absolutely. My own advice, again, if I was going to add, is please have a life. Please have a life. I've discovered that once your life is empty, then you're always looking for something to use to fill the life. But there's a passion, there's a fulfillment you get from things like your purpose in life, from your meaning in life, that satisfies you more than anything else. Jesus said, I have a bread to eat that you know nothing of. You know, so he was so full of purpose that he was not physically hungry, he was not looking for anybody. So there's a part of you that purpose gives you.
Yes.
You know, there's a part of you that purpose to have a life. You know what's going on in your life generally. You know, Valentine is just one day. It's just one day.
Even PK, it's even a working day, so it's only a few hours. It's actually a working day. There's Bible study, there's work. What is left of the day, please?
Yeah. So by the time that day is over, if your life still has no meaning, you'll still be depressed. So men and women of purpose always have a deeper meaning to life than just one day celebration. You know, when I was single, one of the things that helped me was that I had a purpose, I had something I was doing in my life. That in itself is passion.
Yes.
That in itself is love.
Yeah.
You know, and you're not lonely if you're a person of purpose, because you know you're still touching lives, you're still enjoying the warmth of people that admire you, that love you, because that's the real thing you want. That's the real thing you miss. Not just a bay or a bull, but the warmth and the admiration and the affection of people that care about you. And a life of purpose never lacks that. You know, there's no country in the world I will enter today that I won't have people that want to hang out with me or that I want to hang out with. We just came from Limpopo. It's a small province in South Africa. I didn't even know it existed before now. You know, a place called Polokwane. You know, Polokwane. I didn't know it existed before now. But
Limpopo.
I was gonna say, PK, did you say Limpopo as in?
Limpopo is a province. Yes, not Limpopo.
I didn't know.
That's Limpopo is a province. That's where they got it from. You know, it's actually a place.
You see?
Interesting. Interesting.
The small city in there called Polokwane. You know, that's where we went to preach this last weekend. You know, before we now came to Joburg today. So it's a small remote city. There's never traffic there. You know, very gentle, quiet place, a very small remote city. But they took us to a mall there, and people kept coming to us that they watch our YouTube channel. People came, sat down, took pictures. You know, it's humbling to see that, you know, out there in one small town, a town I've never heard of before, you know, never been to before, I'm meeting people, you know, not Nigerians. You know, these are South Africans, Malawians, and different countries that sat down with us, took pictures, and said, wow, we've been blessed by your ministry, we've been blessed by your videos. So that is warmth. So if that was Valentine's Day, for instance, I'll have enough companionship that day. So live a life of purpose. Live a life. The real thing you lack is not just love. I mean, human and romantic love. You just lack the warmth. You lack the affection, admiration of people that love you. All right. Valentine is not only about romantic love. Romantic love is not everything in life. All right. There's more to it. That's why you notice that women, after some time, they now turn their children to the love of their life, because what they really want is not just romantic love. That's not all. All right. You just want people that admire you, that connect with you, that are passionate about you, you know, and it's not only in a romantic way you can find that. So have a life. What is your passion? What is your purpose? Invest in that. It will always help you survive seasons like this.
Yes.
Amazing stuff. Thank you, PK, for that. Thank you. Still on this, the other thing that I wanted to say is that there's this scripture, right, that I wanted to read. It's from Songs of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 5. Some Songs of Solomon, very important, powerful scripture, right? And it says, "Let me warn you, sisters in Jerusalem," right, "by the gazelles, yes, by the wild deer, don't excite love and don't stir it up until the time is ripe, until you are ready." So what I found out is in this period of Valentine, people are awakening love before it's time.
Awakening sexual love.
Awakening, exactly. Sexual love, fake love, fickle love. And we'll touch on some of these different types of love before it's time, because all in the name of I must have a Valentine. So this is the love that we are tagging as Valentine love. Valentine love is not necessarily the real love. Valentine love is not necessarily the true love. It is usually a fickle love in that season of Valentine. So which means that once the hype and the euphoria of Valentine goes away, the love fades away with it.
And then you're left with pregnancy.
And that is the time, and you will help off to pregnancy or anything. And that is the love that a lot of our singles are awakening even in this Valentine season, when it is not yet ripe, when it is not yet time, right? Because it leads to eros, right? It's just erotic stuff. It is, you know, sexual. It is fleshly love sometimes. So, you know, I just want us to.
Sex is not love, basically.
Sex is not love.
No.
Sex is not love.
But the funny thing is, in this time, right now in this period, there's some girl thinking that I'm going to lose my virginity to him on Valentine's Day, and it's going to be so special,
so magical,
and the world is going to stop. There's going to be stars, and we're going to fall in love, and then we're going to get married after. Whoever you are, stop. It doesn't work like that, please. Because someone is actually thinking today is the day, tomorrow is the day to, you know, lose their virginity, or even if not lose their virginity, maybe they've been celibate for some time, and they're thinking that tomorrow is the day. It's going to be so special.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Love will wait. You know, there's a lot of difference between real love and lust. Real love is going to wait. You know, lust is one that wants it now. Real love will give. Love wants to take. Lust wants to take. All right. You know, so that's how you know the real and the fake. There are a lot of other ways, but look, anybody that wants to sleep with you or says, if you love me, you know, prove it by sleeping with me, that person is already scamming you, because real love waits. Real love preserves, doesn't destroy, doesn't exploit. So sex is in no way love. If sex was love, all the prostitutes would be in love. All right. Sex is not love in any shape or form. So very, very, very important, you know.
Very important.
And there's something that I've noticed about this Valentine's season and Valentine's period actually promotes or enables promiscuous behavior. In the sense that, you know, you find that, you know, somebody wants to collect gifts from 5 people, somebody wants to give gifts to 5 people.
That's what I was just going to ask you, PK. That was the question that I said was off the topic. What do you think about, let's say, women, for instance, because I think women are the highest, they do this the most. They will have like 5, 6, 7 guys that are giving them gifts, and the mentality is, well, he's not my boyfriend. I've not said he's my boyfriend, but if he wanted to bless me, they always use the word bless. If he wanted to bless me with a gift, then who am I to say no?
Sorry, okay, are you done?
Yes. So I think my question was, is that the correct thing to do?
You see, there are some human weaknesses we all have. You know, greed is one of them. Greed is one of them. The ability to reject something that you know is not a free gift is something everybody needs. It's not all gifts you need to collect. Some gifts have a lot of attachment to it. Some gifts will want to twist your hands or force you into something. Sometimes when you have dignity and honor, there's some gifts you should not receive. If you are a girl, especially, and somebody of the opposite sex is just giving you a random gift, it is not a random gift. So stop telling yourself lies. All right, no guy goes out of his way and just start giving random, except you're a charity, you're a homeless organization. Then it's charity. But if you are an able-bodied girl, pretty girl, you have all the things that men are looking for, no man is giving you a random gift. Exactly. All right, he's just baiting you, he's setting you up, waiting for the kill, waiting for the day of weakness, the day of reckoning, where he will have a chance to sleep with you. So no man is giving you a free random gift. Men are not just wired that way. All right, except, like I said, except there's a whatever orphanage on top of your house, then it's possible. But if you're just a normal person, it is not a free random gift. So you receiving it knowing that you don't want anything with the person, it doesn't show honor, doesn't show dignity. I don't advise. All right, I don't advise you take it. Yeah,
we dealt with this very
recently, with a dating couple where the girl wants to accept gifts or accepts gifts, and the guy is saying, I don't like that, and that was the counsel that
that's a cheater in the making. She's suffering from greed, like I said. People don't realize that part of what relationship or marriage is that you're closing your eyes to all others. There will be an all others. Yes. Your husband will not be the only attractive person. Your wife will not be the only attractive person you meet. You'll meet smart people. You'll meet rich people. You'll meet handsome people. So real love is your commitment to the one that you are with, not that you will never be enticed. So that person even still talking enough with other people to the point that they can give you a gift, you're already flirting. You're already crossing the line. That they can even be thinking about it. It means you're already crossing the line. So there's a big problem going on in that situation.
Big problem, big issue.
Yeah.
So thank you for clarifying that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're going to be rounding up soon, but it'll be good if we can take one or two questions. Okay, we can take one or two questions before we roll.
Before we take the two questions, I also want us to take like 3 or 4 minutes, maybe one minute each amongst us to speak to married folks too, or people in a relationship. Let's also give them some advice for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Go on. You want to shoot?
Yeah, I'll start. I would also say marriage is about seasons, and you have different seasons in marriage. Valentine is one of those things that fall into seasons. At the beginning of your marriage, it might be something that you celebrate all the time without fail. Me and I are an example of that. We celebrated it every Valentine's Day. But then seasons in your marriage change. You have different commitment. Maybe children will come. Maybe work might be intense. Maybe you've got other things going on. It doesn't take away from the fact that you guys are still in love. It doesn't take away from the strength of your marriage if you don't celebrate it. It sounds cheesy when we say it, but every day actually is Valentine's Day, and if we have that at the back of our mind, then we will remember that this day, Valentine's Day, cannot and should not cause a rift between you and your significant other. So that's what I want to say about Valentine's Day.
Absolutely. And even just talking about seasons, right? So it's understanding that what season you're in, because now there's season of abundance, right? There's season of little. Okay, so understand that if you're in the season of little, right, you might be doing things in the little way during the little season, right? But if you carry on stewarding over the little, right, within your marriage, okay, you're stewarding over the little will become more. The little will become more. Ask any couple, anybody who has come from humble beginnings, right? They will tell you that the little will become more. So what we're saying is that cut your coat according to your size, right? In this season, right, don't do more than you can carry.
Don't do past your power.
Don't do past your power, right? So if it is cake and cards that you can, get a cake and card, right? Nobody even says that there's no law that Valentine's Day should be all about the gifts. All right,
it might be a love letter.
It might be a letter to your spouse, right? It might be a beautiful handwritten card.
It might be a reaffirmation of your vows.
Absolutely. It might just be spending time together. Like, okay, you know what, this day, no work, we're going to push our work away, we're going to push our laptops away, we're going to spend time with each other. We're going to spend a good 2 hours, 3 hours in each other's arms. We're going to watch a movie together. We're going to affirm each other. We're going to spend quality time. Because we talk about love languages, and if gifts is not really a love language for your spouse, there's no point spending all this money and throwing gifts at this person. And a lot of people just want to actually spend time. So the gift that you might be giving your spouse in this season could be your gift of your time, right? Could be that you're gifting your time and you're saying that, listen, let us spend 24 hours together, right? No children, no work, just me and you. That would be a Valentine's Day that you would never forget, right? Because you have spoken this language, because you have sown this seed, and because you have actually filled their love tank. Very important. So all we're saying is that you want to fill your spouse's love tank. So I'm always looking for opportunities to fill my wife's love tank.
Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up.
And my wife would testify to this, right? I've bought some really big gifts for her. I've bought a car for my wife before. I've bought some expensive clothes, expensive shoes and all that. But the gifts that she valued the most, that she appreciated the most, were the little ones.
Let me tell PK what it was actually. You know this, because obviously we women, we like to have different type of hairstyles. And one day for Valentine's Day, Ayo bought me like this. It was like these kind of wig bags, basically, because he was like, baby, I've noticed that your wigs are just everywhere, and you're always complaining about how to put them. So he bought me the wig bag so that I could have them organized in my. I was like, oh, this. I actually said to him, this is the best gift ever. He was almost offended. He was like, I've actually bought you. So you mean to tell me that you don't need the car? Like this was the best gift ever. But it was because it was the most thoughtful gift. Like it was, he thought about it.
She was thanking me for that gift for days, for weeks, for months after. So anytime she brings out the wig back, she'll say, thank you for this, because it is so useful, right? And that gift bag was I think £40 or so, right? Compared to all the thousands that we have spent. So understand those seasons and don't despise the little. Don't look over the little. Very important.
That's powerful. Good. So let's do the 2 questions. But please, guys, don't forget, if you're in Scotland, we're coming to Scotland first weekend in March. Please look out for us, Aberdeen, Glasgow. Get your tickets, www.ldmwithpktour.com, and then you can also get the link in my bio. So please tell all your friends and family in Scotland. Look forward to seeing them. And if you're in Canada, first weekend in May, we'll be in Canada, Edmonton and Saskatoon. So please tell your friends and family in Canada also. All right, guys, take the 2 questions so that we can wrap it up.
The first one is, what's the balance between asking someone to treat you a certain way because they can't read your mind versus accepting their version of love, which is okay, but not necessarily what you want?
Okay, what I think is that you guys are going to be communicating throughout your marriage. So if you can't communicate now, you're already setting yourself up for big issues. All right, love, everybody has love languages. So the way I receive love is not the way my partner will receive love. So you need to be able to clearly tell your partner, this is what I would like. And that one of the ways you are in the right relationship is that person will actually, take note of that and begin to consciously work at it. They might not become perfect at it overnight, but they will actually begin to work at it. So that's one of the ways, marriage is about meeting each other's needs, and most crises we face in marriage are people actually, acting in ways that they are demanding they are pursuing a genuine need. So most of the things we call quarrels are two people pursuing a genuine need while the other person is not paying attention. Your partner is saying, I want more time, but you think they're just being, disturbing you. No, they are pursuing a genuine need. Nobody wakes up from beginning of the day and says, I'm looking for how to make my husband's or wife's life miserable. What's happening is that they are pursuing a genuine need and you are not paying attention. So it shouldn't be drama. In fact, one of the ways you know a good marriage is when your partner is constantly asking you, are you happy? What can I do for you? What can I stop doing? That's a sign of a healthy, happy marriage. And in our own house, we do that all the time. It's a basic question we ask literally every week. Are you happy? Is there something I should be doing? Is there something you would like? So that keeps us on top of the game. So if you are bothered about communicating your needs to your partner, then there's a big problem already.
Yes. Thank you, PK.
Absolutely.
The next question talks about long distance.
For someone, that's it. That was.
For someone that's in a long distance relationship, can you please throw more light? I'm guessing that's in relation to Valentine's Day.
Possibly, yes.
Yeah, because that's what we've been talking about. So, because that question is very broad. So, maybe how can Valentine's Day be celebrated for a long distance relationship?
Interestingly, I have a whole Instagram live tomorrow on that.
Okay.
So I'm going to be also talking to a relationship coach that had a long distance relationship. So just join tomorrow so that I'll not take all the time to share what I'm going to share tomorrow today. So you guys can pick any other question as a second question before we go.
Okay. So make sure you join tomorrow, okay? Pick that one there.
What are the dynamics of finances in the beginning phase of marriage?
For me, I think it's not just the beginning, it's the whole phase. And I noticed that there are not enough materials or talk about finances in a marriage, of a truth. In the church in Polokwane here, one of the days, because we did a 4 days meeting, one of the days actually taught on money, even though it was very jammed and summarized. But the point is that we talked about how part of our dreams as a couple, me and PM, is to raise wealthy families. All right. And we broke down the difference between someone that is poor, someone that is broke, someone that is average, someone that is rich, and someone that is wealthy. All right. They are all different phases. All right. Which we can't go into today. But the point is that as a family, from the day you get married, the money is our money. That's the biblical way. Yes. Okay. It's difficult for many people to do this because they are marrying people they don't trust. They are marrying people they don't like. People are marrying out of pressure. They don't marry who they really like. They don't marry who they trust. So if you marry right, you ordinarily should trust the person you are marrying. So you guys should do your finances together. It should not be my money. It should be our money. And it doesn't matter who brings what. Having more money doesn't mean you have more votes in decision making. Having more money doesn't mean if you're the woman, you're now the head of the home. Right? The way the family finances works is like having two businesses coming into the same purse. So it's our money. We still plan together as a family. We still decide. We still believe God together. So it doesn't matter who brings what. All right? And all the money is our money. Then we share it from that purse. If we say, Ayon needs a certain amount for allowance for basic things he needs to do, like going to work, buying coffee, stuff like that. So there's a monthly allowance we can share. Okonkwo needs same thing. We share that monthly allowance. Then we have the basic one that is saving. We have the one that runs the house. So in an ideal situation, when I hear people say things like, my husband doesn't give me money for food, those are very weird. I'm wondering, how are you people doing this marriage? The money for food should be budgeted from the central purse from beginning. It's not the woman eating the food. It's not, so it's the house, it's the household. So somebody giving somebody else money for food just doesn't rub me right. It just shows a structural problem. It's like saying we are debating about money for the electricity bill. It's nobody's money. It's the household. All right. So those are things that should be fixed, like the internet, like electricity, like water. It's not one person. So the same way with food. So it's not like I'm giving my wife money for food. That's weird. We budgeted. When all those things go out, whatever is left is now savings. Then we now plan how to invest. We plan, if we're going to help in-laws, we plan it. This is how we help in-laws. Maybe basic money every month. If there's an emergency, then we have an emergency meeting and be like, hey, mama is sick. This is an emergency meeting. Can we help? So, all those things are there. So the key is that both of you operate as one. But the moment you separate your money, your marriage will soon separate, because money is one of those things that make couples talk and make couples plan. Once your money is separate, you'll find out your thoughts will soon be separate. There are times I talk to a husband in church and I'll be like, oh, will you be in the service next week? He will say, no, he's traveling on Tuesday. Then I talk to the wife and be like, oh, will you guys be around? He say, yes. She doesn't even know her husband is traveling on Tuesday. She's not aware, but I'm aware. It's because their money is not together. If their money was together, there's no way he would even buy the ticket without her knowing. Joining money will always force you to communicate. So there's a whole seminar and a book, but I can't go into it now. But please get good counsel. Premarital counseling is compulsory in a good church or with good coaching. Ayope does premarital counseling. For those that don't know, they are proper relationship coaches. They run counseling. They have a dynamic YouTube page. They have podcasts. So get professionals, or if you have a good church that does it, do a good one in church. But premarital counseling is important. Most couples that break up will tell you they didn't do premarital counseling.
The thing is that even sometimes in premarital counseling, you can get counseled as to whether or not you should proceed into that marriage.
Yes.
Premarital counseling would also save you from going into a bad marriage.
Yes.
People don't understand this.
Yes.
People don't understand this. Wow, thank you so much, PK. Woo. It has been an amazing time. Like, time just flies when you're having fun.
Honestly.
Time just flies when you're having fun. So we're here, we're waiting for you in the UK. Can't wait to have you, PK. Thank you so much for honoring our invite and joining us on this live. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you so
from all
much.
over the world.
From all over the world.
Well, let's say bye to PK and then we'll do our final sign out.
All the Scotland folks come out in Scotland. First weekend in March. Tell your friends, tell your family members. Aberdeen and Glasgow. Look forward to seeing all of you. If you're in Canada, Edmonton and Saskatoon, look forward to seeing you. I saw my United States National Coordinator, Fikayo Benson. How are you, Fikayo? Bless you. Good to see you. Minister Awesome from Tanzania. I'm seeing our people all over the place. Chinelo from Houston. I'm in Dallas. God bless you guys for joining today. Please tell your friends, post the meetings, and I'll be here again tomorrow with Father James and Jay Tyner. We'll talk about long distance relationship. The person asking about Birmingham, I'll be preaching in Birmingham while I'm in the UK. Look out for it. I'll also be preaching in London while I'm in UK. And PM has the Wow Man book reading, her book Wow Man book reading in London. So look out for all the details there on our pages. Look forward to seeing you guys.
Yes.
Thank you, PK.
I'm excited. Thank you, PK.
Have a good evening. We'll speak to you soon.
Bye, sir.
You too.
So, guys, thank you for joining. Hope you have been blessed. It is now time to collect the offering. I'm joking. So, as PK says, guys, there's loads of materials. In fact, during this Valentine season, we are doing a lot of sales and discounts. So, discounts on our premarital counseling, on our coaching sessions, okay? Visit the website, ayopedavis.com, okay, and reach out to us. All our books, our resources are all on sale, 50% off, 40% off. So, take advantage of that. Please follow at Love Lasting Pod, okay? Follow the Love Lasting Pod. We're going to be throwing out or releasing a new episode, new podcast this weekend. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be fire. So follow Love Lasting Pod. Follow our YouTube channel if you're not following us on YouTube, because we've realized that a lot of our Instagram fam are not following us on YouTube. So please help our YouTube ministry.
Help our ministry. Go on YouTube.
So follow us on YouTube. It is Ayope TV. So that's AYOPE PE and then TV.
And even if you're not doing anything tomorrow, just come on our channel. Go on YouTube, guys. Go on our YouTube channel and have a good laugh. Like,
you can actually have a date.
You can actually have a date.
Do date nights.
Do date night on our channel, like,
you know, with your spouse or by yourself if you're single. Okay, and have a good time. You would always laugh and learn with us.
That's it. Laugh and learn.
So you laugh and learn with us. Okay, so very important. Love you guys. We're signing out now.
We appreciate y'all.
God bless you. Okay, God bless you. Make sure you watch this video again. We're going to save it. Okay, all of the nuggets, make sure you apply them. Okay, because we came on here because of someone, and it is important that the reason why we came, okay, does not go to waste. So make sure that you apply the wisdom that you have received today into your lives. God bless you. We love you, but God loves you more.
God loves you more.
We shall see you on the next one. We're going to try and do more lives, so we can talk to you more. Okay, our people.
Yeah.
All right. But signing out, yours truly.